Lovely round here, Dad.
Never been here.
Never even heard of it.
Well, I hope the guys had some faith in me there, but we've picked a nice ride here, I hope. Well, it's a cracking day. There's not a cloud in the sky, so come on, let's go and do a ride. And today, we're going to the seaside. Well, if you're wondering where we are, this is Holland's Meat Pies. Here comes the guys. We're 17 miles into the ride. Accrington next.
But before we set off, let's have a look at where we're based in the United Kingdom. And as you can see there, we're in the northwest of England, and today we were heading out to Glasson Dock. Now this was once the largest port in the northwest, but it's now a quiet village and a marina. So let's have a look at the map in more detail. And we start off today from our hometown, and looking at the map there, it's like a big figure of 8, and we're going to go out there highlighted in blue, heading towards Accrington, which eventually takes us through parts of the Trough of Bowland, over the classic climb of the Trough, which then drops us all the way down to the coast, with some fantastic country lanes. And the route back, highlighted in green there, will take us to places near Pilling, heading towards Garstang, and eventually onto Inglewhite, Ribchester, Padiham, before reaching our local roads, around Todmorden. And looking at the route profile, it was actually going to be quite a hilly one. The weather was going to be excellent, and the ride distance was 106 miles, with an elevation gain of 6,495 feet, with a maximum speed of 40.5 miles per hour, and an average speed for the whole ride of 16.9 miles per hour. So anyway, let's get back to the ride.
We've done 27 miles. Mark peeled off. He said something like CBA. Steve were going a different route anyway at Whalley, so he went. And we're now just near the Aspinall Arms. And I was trying to get the coordinates set on the GPS, the gap appeared, and the guys have, you know, gone off. I just couldn't bridge the gap. 28 mile an hour, wasn't enough. I was shouting my head off as well. You just couldn't hear me. We're going to be heading towards Basherleaves, the inn at Whitewell, Dunsop Bridge, over the classic hill climb of the Trough, and that gets up above Lancaster. We're going to drop down to the coast towards Glasson Dock. 25 miles at Cathy Lee.
That's alright, we'll be warmed up by then.
Yeah, got Owen on the front.
Alright.
Mike!
Yeah?
Is it Basherleaves or Bashall Eaves?
Well, depends where you come from, because if you're from Yorkshire, it's Bashall Eaves.
Oh yeah.
If you're from Lancashire, it's
I think we'll leave it there because it'll be like this for hours.
And as you can see now, just looking at the countryside, it is absolutely stunning. These roads are perfect for cycling on. It's like this for miles and miles in this area, and you can see why we keep coming back to these kind of places. But moving further on down the road, we've got some horse riders. Look how wide we take things there. We're all looking behind for traffic and other road users just in case. And then we saw this absolutely fantastic view.
Here's the Trough with a noisy motorbike. We've got Mike talking geology.
Rocks in Malham, but the
Malham, now that's limestone.
The sea from the north, it's separated and it brought the rock.
Hang on, Mike's just doing limestone.
It brought the Malham rocks over to the Trough. It did. In the Ice Age, it come over, it settled here, next to the cornfield near Lancaster.
What cornfield?
What cornfield?
What's it about?
In that cornfield. I don't know, I'm
I'm going to try and get some sensible talk here because that is a fantastic view, and we're going to drop down a really nice hill here. There's the inn at Whitewell.
Going through the trough.
And we're going to go down towards the trough and take a left near Dunsop Bridge around the back of that hill.
I think going trough.
Okay, let's get this descent done. I mean, just look ahead. That view is stunning. And this descent, a bit technical. I'm on the brakes now. I don't know how fast I'm going. No, wait, 30 mile an hour. 33, I'm going to brake now to watch it. Whoa, look at this. Fantastic. What was he playing at then? 37 mile an hour. Got a right-hander, then a left-hander. Watch it here, guys. Out. Left-hander. Gets a bit dark, shaded. Another left-hander. Cut in a bit. There you go. And we're going to take a sharp right very soon. We're going to go right in a minute. Right. 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 Well, that van came past me and I were doing nearly 37, 38. I can hear brakes squeaking.
Rolled up that, haven't we?
Yeah, it's good that, wasn't it? Just look at that for a view.
Oh, beautiful, it's beautiful.
And this is free. You can cycle down here for free. It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, Dunsop Bridge.
Yep, Dunsop Bridge.
36 miles.
The
Centre of is it the UK?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it is. Well, the lads seem in good spirits. And we've got a really good climb to do next. And I've heard a few comments about it. It's a classic climb, it's a steep hill climb, but to be honest, the moment it gets really hard, you're through that hard phase and you're on the crest. And then it's downhill all the way to the coast. What a stunning place to ride your bike. The classic U-shaped valley there, and that river just looks gorgeous. We've got people wild camping on the side, paddling in the river. It's nice and low. And the climb just starts up here now. The guys are well ahead because I've been admiring the scenery for too long. I don't know if you can see the contours there on the GPS. I've no more gears left. On my 39.28. It's hard work, but I know I can do it. But I'd settle for a compact any day. And look at the colours of the heathers. Gorgeous. It's a short, sharp, steep little one, this.
So let's give you some information about this climb. And it's climb number 75 of the top 100 climbs to do. Its length is 2.1 kilometres with an average gradient of 6.2% and the maximum being 15%. And it climbs from the valley below with an elevation gain of 423 feet. The maximum height you'll reach is 1,000 feet above sea level.
Well, we've got a great descent now. A quick stop on the summit for a nature break. Downhill now for quite a while.
And so here we are on the descent, and we were cruising along here at around 35-36 miles per hour, and it actually looks quite quick on the playback here. Lots of rights and lefts. You can pick some fantastic lines and carry your speed really well through here. It's called the Trough Road, and we're actually following a feeder stream to the River Wyre, heading towards Marshaw. Just looking ahead though, you've got some good visibility just coming through this little coppice area here, and the small watercourse will be on the left. And this time of year with it being dry, it's lovely and warm. You've got plenty of grip on the tarmac as well. And before you know it, you've covered a lot of ground in a short space of time. And along this section, we were all picking lines right across the road, and there wasn't much road traffic around, and it was just a great feeling.
Typical Mike, that, anything for a Stevie. What What a view! That's looking right across to the coast.
And yes, that view was to die for. But here we are now, on what I can only describe as an absolutely fantastic stretch of road. We're 46 miles into the ride, approaching Newsham Bridge, and we were really carrying some pace along here. And we're strung out in a really nice long line across this country lane. Lots of rights and lefts with some high edges. I'm out of the saddle here in sections, sprinting just to try and get on the back. You can see them all there, leaning over, going into the bends. This was pretty much as good as it gets. It did feel like a race. Again, I always stress we're not racing, but when the roads are like this, sometimes you've just got to give it some big licks on the front. We were cruising all the way down towards the coast basically, and you've got to be so mindful of oncoming traffic at these speeds. You're just taking a lot of risks, but that's also part of the fun.
Well, we've had some fun just going down that descent. Here's the guys. It's a bit technical, but there were a car coming the other way. I weren't filming. Well, that was absolutely wicked. High speed cycling all the way down to here, to where we are, not far from Glasson Dock. We're about 2 miles to go. We got Lee on the front and he was tapping away a nice rhythm. It felt good, that. Alright, Lee?
Good.
Some good domestic duties there.
Yeah. Good night.
Really fast riding. Well, we've made it.
Lovely out here.
Really nice riding after the trough.
Some lovely lanes.
We're at sea level now as well.
Are we?
Yeah.
A bit of climbing. We're rolling.
We're rolling.
We're in Glasson Dock.
No, we're not.
Oh, Glasson Dock.
Glasson Dock.
And we're in the marina, which is the heart of Glasson Dock. And we're going to a nice little cafe.
With a big right-hander, one-handed.
A big right-hander. And into an eggwind.
Yeah, thanks for that, Mike. But anyway, here we are, just going over the bridge into the actual dock itself. And again, this is a hidden gem in the northwest of England. It's beautiful.
Well, I hope the guys had some faith in me there. But we've picked a nice ride here, I hope. Well, this is absolutely perfect. You've got the marina there with boats, bikes here and a cafe. Absolutely stunning. Oh, look at that. Now we've had the sausage, egg and bacon. Look at that. How's your black pudding, Mike? Is that with ice cream?
Black pudding and ice cream, can't beat it.
Yeah. Well, we've had a good break. We've probably caught the sun as well. But what a place, and a perfect day for it. I'm just going to go down here and have a look at the marina. Oh, it's really nice. Really, really nice.
But anyway, I could have stayed here for a lot longer, but we had to hit the road again. I was truly impressed with this place, and I think the guys were too. And it was well worth the 54-mile bike ride already to get here.
Just look how flat this is. Pilling is that way. So I've cycled to Pilling to the chippy over there. There's the hills we came over. It does not get any flatter than this. You can cycle along effortlessly. It's just... it's totally different riding to what I do back at home in the Pennines.
These roads just seem to go on and on like this. Again, it's another cycling heaven. And if you like cycling on the flatlands, this is the place to come.
We're now on the main A road. It's the main A588. And we're in a Cockerham area. We're going to cut in at some point, not far from Scorton and Garstang. Just cycling through Cockerham. This is 22 miles an hour. We've got parachutists overhead. They're right. Right. Oh, hang on, it's left, sorry. It's left. My GPS was lazy, sorry. The Garmin then let us down, Owen.
You need to get a new one.
No, we were just going that bit.
No, 10:30 automatically before you get everywhere.
No, this did.
No.
It looked like it was right, we went left.
Garmin's that one.
This one's the best one you can get.
Which one's that?
It's the Garmin Touring. And what are we doing, Owen? Touring.
No, bike riding.
No, we're touring.
Bike riding.
So the guys have just stopped for a nature break further up there. We're going to crack on now. Might have a tailwind, a cross tailwind. It should help with us on the return leg. Well, I've been getting some stick off the guys there because on my Garmin I used the Google Maps tool to plan a route back, and I wasn't getting audible signals like turn left or right at junctions, so I was following an arrow on the map. I've now gone into the Garmin and put a direct place to go to, so now I've got a more accurate GPS. It tells me where to go and where I'm at before the junction. Is that right, Owen?
You need a Garmin 1030.
No, this one does the job. It's on a better app now.
No, it's got floor.
We're on the A6 heading south, and we're going to take a left very shortly, heading towards Inglewhite. Right, we've got strong lads ahead, and Mike's having a moment. I have to hold back my mic.
Go, Dad.
No.
I can't follow any wheel. I just need to do it at my own pace.
Yeah, I'll just get you over the hill. It's always hard work when you're trying to get your fitness back, and I've been riding quite a lot, so I'm used to a bit of the pain now. You know, we've probably done about 70 mile already, so can't leave Mike behind. Is that right, pal?
I wish you would.
No. Well, I've been here before many times. Inglewhite, lovely part of Lancashire. Isn't that a cracking sign there? London, 220 miles away. We're having to kind of just get Mike on the climbs, get him over them. He's okay on the flat. We just can't go full gas up on the hills. Well, we're the best part of 74 miles in. Doing all right. Mike's having a bad day now. He's not been riding enough. He's feeling it. It's been a nice warm one all day. Right, well, 85 miles in, it's getting hot. I'm looking pretty slimy, and we just batted on up there, not far from Padiham. I think Mike is going to ride back now with Andy and this group. We're going to go back through Todd actually, and we've got a slight tailwind still, so the pace will keep moving up, and the further we get towards 100 mile, you know, that's where you'll feel your legs. But I'm feeling all right at the moment. I just need one of them. Right, well, we've had some refreshment. We've been talking what? Some peak threshold and all that.
Yeah, you know where you're going.
I haven't got a clue what it means, but these guys all ride to wattage.
Follow this road.
So, come on, let's keep moving.
And so here we are now, approaching kilometre 160, or in this case, it was 100 miles on the dot. And we were absolutely on it here. We've got Lee on the front, Owen in blue in the middle, and I'm third in line, and we were carrying some good pace considering we've had such a long ride. This is the A646, and we're approaching Todmorden at a rate of knots. And this section is the best part. I feature it quite a lot of times. You've got nice lefts and rights, but we approach this left-hander here, then we have another right-hander, and then a really good fast corner. And effectively here, what we've got is Lee being the lead-out man, you could say. Owen's just nicely poised there in the middle. And if you look at Owen, so he's going to be punching a big hole through the air for me, and I can use that to an advantage. I'll cut right onto the apex there, and by a bit of drafting, getting some power through the pedals, I can actually demonstrate here how to bridge the gap. I've got the draft off Owen there, he's freewheeling, I can come straight through, and that pace is a full-on effort just to get past. And we're not racing, but it gives you an example of how you can just close down a gap by riding efficiently and conserving your energy. And we reached 38 miles per hour on that section there. So that basically brings this ride to an end. So the total mileage for the day was 106 miles, with an elevation gain of 6,495 feet, and we spent 6¼ hours in the saddle. And after a ride like that, there's nothing better than having a nice refreshing pint of real ale, where you can reflect about the day. And yes, in the end, Mike did get home, and he recovered pretty quickly. But if you like these videos, let me know, and I'll make some more for you. And thank you for watching.
Well, just look at that for a view.
Oh, beautiful, it's beautiful.
And this is free. You can cycle down here for free. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Absolutely fantastic.
It looks like we've got a parrot behind us. We'll try to do like a descriptive bike ride around our local hills, because we're cyclists from the Pennines.
The parrots followed us all the way to the drop.
We've got one behind us here. Come on, Mike.
Oh, I'm struggling today, Gav.
You can't mention that name on this channel. Can't mention it. I'm going to edit that out.
Yeah, do Chris Pritchard, he's funny as well.
Yeah, he's alright.